for the night. Come on up, Ivi. She's right.
Whoa. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys so much for coming to my home. Oh, my Lord. This is really cool. If anyone could just take a chair with you when you get out, that would be really useful. Man, sorry. Got to keep drinking a little bit. It's the only thing that keeps me going these days. Really the cool thing about doing a comedy show from your own home, and it's not the fact that I don't have to drive home at the end of the night. It's not the fact that I get an increase in hate mail. That's pretty cool, too. It's the fact that I just feel this warmth and comfort of a group of friends and strangers that are sit around relaxing on pieces of furniture that I regularly masturbate on, which is a very... never felt closer to a room full of people in my life. I'm looking at you, Ottoman guys. Anybody on a kitchen chair? I really enjoy the leverage. That's Sharon, I don't have the heart to talk to you about that couch. I would get tested. That couch is pregnant, Sharon. That couch is... I bought this couch and it did not have this sectional thing. That's a baby bump that's been growing for the last few months. I should have bought a pull-out. I had to do it. I'll kill myself. Don't worry. Oh, God. Let's talk about some warm things happening in my life. I was buying groceries today. That's what I do. It's the highlight of my every week. I was checking out, actually, behind this woman. It was actually kind of cute. She had a little stroller, and there was a baby in it. Literally, it looked like it just popped out that day. It was a tiny little dude, the cutest little guy. And then I noticed that tucked behind the little pouch behind the stroller was a box of Plan B she was about to buy. And so naturally, I had some questions. Like, does she realize it's like a little too late? It's just, we're at Plan C-through F at this point. It's not... Or is this like one of those, like, fool me once kind of things? Like, she's like, not going to get me again? Part of the way my brain works, and I really wanted to ask her, was like, does she think she gives this to the baby? And then it just sort of implodes like a dying neutron star, and it's gone. Like it never even happened. I just paid for my things and left. I didn't ask her those things. I wanted to. I really did. There we go. Been trying to get back to the dating scene because I hate myself and I want to share that with somebody. It's really nicer in a couple. It's a lot better. I think it's weird. I really get turned off by some weird profiles on the apps these days. I really get weirded out by like overly religious people that just throw that out right there. It's fine, I'm cool with religion. I hate God, but I'm cool with religion. It's fine. But I saw this post the other day. Literally, this is all she had. It was just, I'm looking for someone that loves God and wants to pursue him together. And like, are we exactly right, Sharon? Like, are we gonna bang God? Is that what? Are we trying to bring God home for a little Holy Trinity? It's weird. Like, we're the weird couple in the back of the church sipping communion wine, just like waiting for the right moment to approach God and tell him, "Hey, man, we really dig your vibe. You want to come back with us?" Like, is that what we're doing? I don't know. I don't know when this became a trend recently, but I've been seeing it a lot on profiles. But whoever got together and decided that sarcasm was just an appropriate personality type, that was a great idea. Notice how I said that like an asshole? Like, that's what it is. I don't know how people decide personalities, where it's like they grow up and they're like, you could be like a type A alpha, you say what's on your mind a lot. You're kind of a dick, but you're really upfront. Or you could be like, like a type B kind of person where you kind of keep everything inside. It's hard to read. Sometimes you lie. And then sarcastic people are like, could I get the worst things of both of those? Is there a way? I want to be brutally honest, but I want to be a liar. Is there a way to do that in any shape or form? I don't know. Did you guys have a good time losing your virginities? Is that, yeah? Cool. Too weird of a topic for strangers? All right. I had kind of it was a weird time. I lost my virginity to a woman who was very experienced, and I was not experienced. And I realized very quickly in those situations that the woman suddenly becomes like Helen Keller's teacher, and she's sort of guiding my hand through the whole process. Like, I'm a virgin. I'm not an idiot. Come on. Like, I'm not. Just please. She's just like spelling things out for me. C-L-I-T-O-R. C-L-I-T. I'm just not following. I think she could tell very early on in the night. I was a little bit nervous. I was trying to be cool, but she could tell that I was probably inexperienced. And at a certain point, she said, Evie, you've had sex before, right? And I said, totes. That's what I said. Which should have been her first clue that this guy has never been inside anyone. Somehow we still kept it going. It's a weird infatuation. Like I'm an immigrant. I moved here when I was young, but I've always been kind of weirded out by the infatuation with losing your virginity here in the States. Like, everybody talks about it. It's sort of like a John Cougar Mellencamp wet dream, kind of like there's always a song about losing your virginity here in the States, There's just two very attractive blonde people that are doing it in the back of his dad's El Camino, like the summer before they graduate, They promise you're going to try to make it work, even though he's going upstate on a football scholarship. She's got to stay close to home to work at the diner to pay for her mom's diabetes medication. He says he'll call all the time, but he cheats on her like day 2 of freshman year orientation. And then like 3 months in, he accidentally texts the girl that he thinks is the girl, but it's actually her. She calls her up crying. She calls him a sleaze. He calls her a slut. They break up. And then they meet up 7 years later when they're both visiting home and they're bored on Thanksgiving, and they have sex in the back of that same El Camino. And that is how 90% of your parents were born. I just want to let you guys know here, that's the kind of sex this country was built on. I don't know. I did have to work my way up as an immigrant. My first job here was at a Subway sandwich shop. You guys eat there, or are you guys successful? Is that you guys? If you're eating somewhere where they charge the food by the foot, you've made some wrong decisions in your life. You should have gone to college. I don't know. They call you, like, if you work there, they call you a sandwich artist. I don't know if you guys know that. I was a sandwich artist for 4 years. I thought that was the lamest thing in the world. Until I realized after a little while of working there that it made sense, because artists and people that work at Subway both tend to kill themselves. That's lost a lot of good people out there just cutting cold cuts in ourselves for 8 hours a day. I do love Too Dark. All right. I do love that every Subway sandwich commercial these days is the exact same thing. It's like, hey guys, we've made some changes and everything. We promise everything is fresh now. Everything is fresh. Come back. We've looked inside, right? We can't keep serving you that stuff. Come back. It's fresh now. And I want to say, hey, can we talk about what we were eating before? What were you guys serving us? And they're like, that's not what's important right now. What's important is that we've changed, and we really want you to come back. And that's, like, it's not a good sign if the place you're eating sounds like they're trying to convince themselves more than you, is all I'm saying. Guys, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much for coming out. Give it up for your host, Julian. My name's Ivi. Thank you so much.